So what is modern ageing in the modern workforce? Well, right now we're going to explore exactly what that means. Let's start with some facts. In 1908, the retirement age was set in Australia at 65 years old, and the average life expectancy was only 68. In addition, every decade over the past 200 years, our life expectancy has been increasing by 2 years. What that means is a child born today can expect to live till they're 100. If you're 60 years today, you've got a better than 50% chance of living into your 90s. So let's explore that. Let's look at our lives in two simple axes: vitality and longevity. So in 1908, you were born with an average given vitality, and we know that your life expectancy was 68 years old. So your life would look something like this. We also know the retirement age was set at 65. So you would work throughout your life, retire at 65, with on average 3 years to live. So this is what retirement looked like in 1908. If you look at the area under that graph, it's not a big amount of time. You don't need a lot of money to spend just enjoying out your days for about 3 years. So what's happening now? Well, as a result of nutrition, education and medicine, we actually have a better standard of living, a better vitality. And in fact, we're living far more vital lives for a far longer time. We're going to live till we're 100. So not only is our life expectancy increased, but our vitality stays up much longer. What does that mean for retirement? Well, if we still retire at 65, there's an awful lot of area under this graph representing time in retirement. In addition to the extra retirement time we have, we've got a lot more vitality while we're working. So we're doing a lot more throughout our lives, which is not at work. So we can start thinking about our work and home and how they interact. We used to call it work-life balance. More often now we're talking about work-life integration. So what this information gives us pause to consider is, what does this retirement age mean now? Is it still relevant? What's going on in our work lives before we retire? And what can we do after we retire? It's critical to be conscious of these facts, to plan for what we're going to be doing, and to understand that governments and organisations need to manage the regulations around this area under the graph. Does the retirement age need to be at 65? What is retirement now? Is it no longer going from 9 to 5 to nothing? What about flexibility? What about virtualisation? What about the gig economy? Can we start doing things differently in the years leading up to retirement? Can we work differently in the years following typical retirement? This is what we're here today to explore. I hope you enjoy the rest of the session.